picture of me. Get your iPhone out and take a picture of me. Listen, I'm one of the best. Point blank, period.
Oh, what's happening, young world?
Hey.
What's good, Chuck? What's good, Chuck?
What's up?
I got comfortable, man.
You actually on the couch today?
Yeah, man. Trying to, blend and make myself more comfortable. That director chair hurt your back every now and then.
You know what I'm saying? I'm with you, my dude.
What happens when you old?
I still got it, though. And,
Say you get a good Charlie.
Hey, look. What's the Charlie? You understand what I'm saying? But on some real shit today, well, I mean, there's been a lot of accusations, a lot of claims. They went after my man Bill Cosby. We all grew up looking at Bill. You know what I mean? I had a father in my life, but I mean, if I could trade him out for Dr. Huxtable, then maybe I would have. Nah, no disrespect to my pops, but sexual harassment is a big deal right now.
Whoa.
Yeah, false claims, maybe legit claims. I don't know what they claiming. They claiming everything. The boy Russell Simmons had to step down because he,
Big Terry Crews got his butt touched.
Hey,
I say that right now.
Oh, sorry. I shouldn't be letting
we don't know.
Hey,
Sexual harassment. It's a big deal right now. I mean, let's talk about it. Do you think these claims are legit, or they just trying to, draw some attention to themselves?
Hey, listen, my mom used to always say back in the day, who she smashed to get to the top. And that was all coming out. They smashed Russell Simmons. They was smashing Bill Cosby. They was smashing them all. I believe it.
But that's my thing. That's my thing. I don't think that they're all legit. But even if it is legit, like the Bill Cosby situation, you talking about something from the 70s?
Right.
This man damn near on his deathbed at this point.
Right.
And you want to come out years later, like that would be like, at this point, I'm 28 years old. I'm going to come out, something that happened when I was 5? You know what I'm saying? Like, if...
Wrong is wrong.
It's wrong. But listen, if it's wrong, say it's wrong when it's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes everybody doesn't have the courage to come out
It don't
right
take
at that
50,
moment.
it don't take 50 years.
Maybe they did that back end though. It took 50 years for everybody to get stronger. Yeah. Or maybe you was worried about being blackballed in the business. I mean, if you're trying to make a name for yourself and they tell you, like, if you out us, then you out, then, you might be quiet.
But, like, Janice Dickinson, though, when she said Bill Cosby, bitch, ain't nobody fucking...
She was bad back in the day, though. He might have, though.
Hey, Bill Cosby old as bricks now, though, bro. Bill Cosby can barely even hold his feet down.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Like, all of them all at once and the same thing, like, it don't make sense to me. He probably did, but... Just all of them all at once. Oh, just popping up. All of them ain't real.
I mean, I don't think he was raping them, but do I think that he was smashing them? Yes.
Yeah, but you trying to make it right.
But look, you got money though, man. I'm saying these people with money compared to like people who's getting who they say is raping people now, like this like sexual harassment now. Right. If you look a certain type of way, if I look like goddamn Chris Brown, if I say yo, goddamn girl, you bad as hell, you gonna be like, God damn, you really think so? let it be regular old Jaguar. Oh fuck no, what the fuck you doing? Get the fuck out of me, bro.
You better get out my face.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Get the fuck away from me. You know what I'm saying? What's the fuck? Like, what's the problem? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I think the Bill Cosby situation though, he was about to like buy a network, wasn't he?
That's
like right around the time. So I think that right there, it was just so they could shut that down. You don't want to see no black men.
It's like a fine line though, Jag. You mentioned it. If I'm attractive. If you Chuck, you know what I mean?
Chuck, you got to smack the back of nickels.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? If you Chuck, I'm not even going to toot my own horn. Let me be real with it.
You better than me sometimes.
If my pocket, if my pockets is on Bill Gates status.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? And I say a few maybe overly flirtatious words or make a few passes at the woman, she's gonna take it a lot differently than if I'm the gender. You know what I mean? So as a woman, how do y'all define whether it's just flirting or sexual harassment?
I feel like if you tell them, you at least need to acknowledge, tell them, no, I don't need that. And if they continue to try to get with you and you been shut that down, then it's sexual harassment.
Yeah,
So,
it's at the
but
point
I
of
do-
feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Once
But
I
like-
started to feel uncomfortable,
Yeah.
you're harassing me at this point. If I said stop, I ain't with it, just chill out. And
Yeah.
you keep going, and now I'm feeling uncomfortable, and I see you coming, I'm like, oh shit, here he come.
Right.
But two
You
different
harassing
men
me.
can say the same shit to y'all, and one to be sexually harassing y'all, and one is flirting.
But it's not harassment if I want you to be flirting with me.
So,
Right.
but like,
It's harassment if
but
you're
say-
attractive
because
and
like,
I'm
yeah.
into you and you keep
Right.
harassing me.
Okay, because like at work, right? I'm the funny dude, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh girl, you look good today,
Yes,
girl.
Lord.
And so, but like when I say it, bro, it's like a joke to everybody. Everybody like, okay, you make me smile, Jack, you make me smile. But let it be like, I don't say his name, but the one dude that's the work, bro.
Right.
He keep talking to y'all,
Right.
he talking to y'all, you're like, get the fuck out of
The
here.
difference, Jack, is you be like, hey girl, you look good today, and you keep going. You keep on as you walk past. When you standing at somebody that's like, hey girl, you look good today. Or if they be like, hey, can you hand me the stapler? And then you hand them the stapler, but you gotta like touch their hand.
I do that too though. I do that too though.
Right.
I do that too. Like I say, I do it like as a joke. I be like, hey, let me hold this for you. And I take the cup and I hold your hand, right? And I make a joke, right? But you start laughing. But at the same, let another guy do it, bro.
But that's
you know
the
what I'm saying?
difference though,
But
because
we know
we know
it's
that
you.
you are full of
You're
jokes.
joking.
We
Huh?
know it's
But
Yeah,
what?
we
But
know
he
it's
joking.
you.
What if he joking too though?
No.
But what if it's usually sexual harassment usually come from a dude that you don't even joke with like that. Like we ain't even all the way cool like that for me to take what you're saying
Right.
as a joke. Like
Right.
you over here trying to shoot your shot.
So like in the last episode, he said the Trey Songz thing. So say if it was Trey Songz. Trey Songz said, hey, how you doing? And
Baby,
grab your arm, right?
that's a blessing.
If you feel it,
But I'm saying, but like, say if I grab your arm, I'm saying I grab your arm, right? A regular dude grab your arm, you're like, what the fuck you doing? But Trey Songz say, oh, how you doing? You like, oh.
you said regular dude and Trey Songz. That's what like.
Okay.
So
But
to
even
me,
like, as
it
Bill-
sound, Jack, to me it sound like bullshit.
Exactly, because even Bill
So if
Cosby.
y'all like the nigga that it's coming from, it's okay.
Exactly.
But if y'all don't like the nigga that it's coming from, it's not.
Because she's probably making advances herself. If it's coming from the dude that I like, I'm making
Right,
myself
I'm getting-
available for you to kind of
What
flirt
if you've
in.
never even been in his presence before? He just, like he said, walked up to you on the street and said, hey girl,
Then
If
that's
it's-
no,
Yeah,
you're
that's
not gonna.
harassing me.
You
I
said
no matter who
There's
it
no
is.
attraction at that point.
No matter
because
who
I'm
it-
not
so-
feeling
so-
you.
So like, so a dude running, he running behind you, right? He said, oh, hey, I'm trying to get your attention. Hey, how you doing? Right? But he look bomb as hell to you,
I
right?
don't give a fuck.
Alright.
I'm
It's
still
still
gonna
kinda
So
like,
if a celebrity do the same thing,
like,
you say that?
Bullshit.
I already know.
Bullshit.
Hey, listen.
Bullshit.
Hey, listen. So,
Bullshit.
alright, who do you like? Who do you like?
Joel Santana.
So Joel Santana, who run like you? Hey, come here. Hold on. Right?
My initial response is still gonna be like a.
Okay, but as soon as you see my face, right? You
It's
look,
not gonna be chill no
yeah,
more,
it's not,
Jack.
right?
It
But
ain't
listen,
chill
right?
no more.
But it's different because, just like she said, at that point, I'm trying to throw him the anyway.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter.
So
at
that's
that
why
point.
I feel, in my opinion, that a lot of these accusations or claims coming out at this point in time is bullshit because they knew what time it was.
Exactly.
If you want this part of this road, this is what you gonna do.
Yeah, that might be the case, but that doesn't still justify. It's
Doesn't.
still at the end of the day, I have a choice to accept you flirting and being all in my face or not. So if I choose for you not to be the dude in my face, you are now harassing me. If I
Right.
think you look good or you like, oh yeah, I'm throwing it at him, then that's my choice to say, girl, he can be in my face all day. But if I'm not feeling you for whatever the case may be, then you harassing me.
Okay,
You gotta
but
fall back.
how y'all feel like how Bill Cosby feel though? You know what I'm saying? At the time, he had money, right? I ain't gonna say he was attractive. But Bill Cosby always been older than me. You know what I'm saying? But for real, like,
For
but
real,
what I'm saying is Bill Cosby, like at the time, right? He was young at his prime, right?
Mhm.
So money make him look better. He said, "Oh, how you doing?" Right? More likely they was like, "Oh, I love you, Bill Cosby," and drop the jaws, right? But at the time, it wasn't sexual harassment. But now that you think about it, maybe he was harassing me.
Nah, no
Oh,
cases.
why he touching? Why
Those
he?
are different because a lot of those
Yeah.
cases were, oh, he invited me to his hotel room. Like you knew when you was going
Right.
to. Now everybody
Right.
over there taught us.
You're
you
not
know,
going
so-
over there to play cards, baby.
So question.
at 12 o'clock at night.
Right.
Like, you know when he put that alcohol out on the table that he was getting that alcohol out so he can loosen you up. So whether he slipped something in it or not, we already know alone what alcohol do to other people.
So
Blame it
how's
on
that
alcohol.
different? Because that tarnishes image though.
But it's
Yeah,
completely
which
different
is- that's
because at the end of the day, like she said, like I feel that some of it is on the women. You're not gonna tell me, hey, come to my hotel room and it's just us
Come to my apartment.
and you give me a
Just
drink.
us.
I already know what time it is.
Right.
When I got dressed to come to your hotel room, I got dressed because I knew I was probably gonna give up the drawers to get to where I wanted to be.
You wore your
So-
good drawers for
Right.
that night.
That's the problem with the accusations that I feel. Like you knew what it was you first of all, half of them wasn't even supposed to be drinking
Right.
in the first place. You went there with the intentions of trying to get to where you wanted to be. Okay, if the man pulled it now and you sucked it, that's on you. That's on you.
You held that in for
But you
35
held
years.
it. Like I said, even if it was a situation where okay, that wasn't your intentions, but 30, 45 years later,
Now it's just like,
now
what's the
it's
point?
like, oh my
Right.
God, back when I was 19, I was out here for a role, and now I'm mad at myself because I did that. Okay, but you done already got what you wanted to be. You got what you wanted from it, and
Right.
now you want to come out and denounce the man that ultimately may have helped
You
you
ain't
get
holding up
where
your
you.
end of the deal.
Right.
Yeah, just because you feel a way about yourself at this point, but you should have felt that 45 years ago.
Right.
So
Right.
these niggas they don't be feeling wrong to acting like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, his career still going up, but my career, I got what I wanted out of the career, but my career didn't go as far as his should have went.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they say, okay,
But then that's her fault.
Right.
She should have did more.
Should've
Now, but you talking about people that's
should
like
have had some more
supermodels and stuff
peanut. Oh. For real.
And I'm not saying, when it comes to being a consenting adult, if it was originally consent, you can't come back 25 years later and decide, oh, I'm about to go after this man for a little bit of attention or try to assassinate his character. When it's both consenting adults, but this stuff is happening to kids too, unfortunately. Kids going up and trying to be in showbiz, their parents sending them off with these strangers.
Yeah, what do you do about a kid though?
That's on the parents.
But,
at that point.
but what do you do about a kid though? You know what I'm saying? If like a kid, like, you know what I'm saying? You can't, you tell your parents, but your parents like, oh shh, you want, but your parents like, oh, I want the money, bro. Like I'm saying, people like in Disney Channel, you never know, you know what I'm saying? It could be happening. But these are people like, little kids look up to little kids, but you're like, okay, boom. The kid, like, you got touched by this older adult, but you're not gonna say, now you like 7 years old, 8 years old, but you're not gonna say, oh, I got touched by him. Because now you're looking at your parents like, okay, now you're looking at, you like the head of the household because, like, you working for like this, like celebrity, like you celebrity. Now you originally was broke.
Maintaining your
You didn't have nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna mess it up for your family, bro.
That's different though.
It's
That's
different, but
that's different because as a child, we had this conversation at work yesterday. As a child, you can't consent to shit.
Right.
It's nothing that you could. My 7-year-old can't make decisions. That boy can barely remember to brush his teeth by himself every
Right.
morning. He can't consent to shit. And as a parent, if you put your child in a situation that they are not mature enough to be in, that's on you. That has nothing to do with sexual harassment because
how does the parent know though?
you.
I feel
listen,
like you should have a relationship
I am
with
a
your child.
mother. There is no situation that I'm going to put my child in where I'm not right there. Or, for instance, if he going with Chuck, I know he good with Chuck. I know Chuck is going to step in as if he's the parent, and he's going to make decisions that a parent would make.
And that's probably what the people thinking too. Like,
No.
I'm probably thinking like, okay, boom, I know this guy for a long period of time. That's how people get raped in their own
Not
household,
when you
bro.
go into a hotel room, though.
That's
Chad.
how
That's not what you're thinking when you.
But I'm
when
saying
you,
people
when
get
you
raped in their own household, bro. You know what
Yeah, they
I'm
get
saying?
rid of their own household, but your household is something you can't control. And going to somebody's hotel room in the middle of the night is something you can control. Nobody
Right.
told you to take your ass
You
over
not
there.
taking no 5-year-old to nobody.
We're not talking about no 5-year-olds because these chicks weren't 5 years old when the accusations supposedly happened. They were old enough to know that they shouldn't have been at the hotel rooms or wherever. Now, in cases of like Russell Simmons or whatever, I mean, Kamora Lee was pretty young when he started dealing with her. But again, I mean, at the end of the day, that still was her parents still had to consent to whatever it was he was doing with her at the time. And I mean, unfortunately, we live in a world where a lot of people do a lot of things for.
For a dollar.
For a
$1.
check, baby. Yo, I'll walk over for a check.
Me too. Shit. Fuck.
You would? That's really good.
Crazy.
Real.
Realistically speaking, it's not okay for children.
It's not good.
And adults being that money hungry to send your child off to a complete stranger because they don't know these executive producers and directors and film, moguls. They don't. All they know is they trying to get their child born.
So they can get some money.
Exactly, and they're putting them in the arms of predators.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's not okay. So in the instance where that's taking place, completely unacceptable. Now when it comes to these females that were of age, that knew what they had to do to get on, that knew it was part of the deal, it's Hollywood we talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's Hollywood we talking about. So there's no excuse for everybody coming out all at one time and saying, you know what they did to us back when we were trying to get a movie deal, before we were rich, that wasn't right. Come on now.
I mean, it's not right, but there's no excuse why you held on to it.
My
You
question
agreed
is-
to it.
my question is, how did you get
What's
there?
right or wrong
Right.
when you consent to it?
Right,
My question is,
that's
how did you get their attention? Like, what is it
Uh-huh.
about you that got their attention in the first
I
place?
mean,
Like, you won't.
You
Like,
auditioning
probably-
for a role?
yeah, I'm saying you broke.
Yeah.
Like, you broke as hell. Like, how
it
did
could
you do it?
just
It's
be
like,
you
oh.
auditioning. You went to a casting call and they saw you and picked you out and was like, yo, I'm about to try to pull whatever move I can on that person. And I mean,
And they you succeeded.
If you
Yeah.
consented back then, you consented.
Hey,
yeah.
so either way is not right. But even though it's not right, like females, like I feel like some females, like they put themselves out there and then later on they say, okay, fuck it, they want more money, so they get more money, tell them that they rape me, shit like that. Y'all don't think that shit happening, but it's like it's real life.
Yeah,
Like people
they
do, even if you
do.
broke, they'll do that shit to you, bro. It's like okay, boom, just cause they mad at you. But like a female, like nigga, in his hot class, you know what I'm saying, with that much money in your hand, bro, you want that shit. So if you want it that much, why not go get it from him? You know I can get it. Okay, you can't do it no other way. Say you rape me.
So can a man be sexually harassed?
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Can you mind?
I have
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah.
Definitely
You
have
can.
seen it.
Yeah,
Like,
you was touching me.
I
I
don't-
was like, oh, touch,
Yeah.
touching,
Oh.
bro.
Oh my god. If I touched you, Jag, your day would be made.
No, well, make my dating. How about that? You ever thought of that?
But no, like real talk, like I done seen where a woman, like you said, like she shoot her shot and it may just be like a little bit of flirting, and at first the dude, like he not even like laughing it off, but he just not even paying her no mind. And then she just get like worse and worse
Yeah.
to the point where the dude really have to like, yo, chill on all that.
Right.
And it with with that situation still, if she continues, it's sexual harassment. at
Yeah,
that
it's,
point.
it's the same for men
It's the
and women.
same
Yeah,
thing.
for real.
So,
I don't know.
so Big Terry Crews. You know what I mean? Big Terry Crews.
Listen, I feel like
That's
Terry-
my man. Like I don't know him personally, but I
Yeah.
respect him
Oh, he popping.
as
He
an
funny.
actor. He do a lot of funny shit. He's cool to watch on the movies.
He should have bopped him.
Can Big
Right.
Terry Crews be sexually harassed by little,
No.
Yes, he can, because sexual harassment is not always someone touching on you. It could just be them saying inappropriate things to you,
Yeah.
like, "Hey, man, I mean, let's be real. Hollywood is a bunch of, a lot of gays run Hollywood. It could be you just walking in a room with a gay man. And
I
it's
have
like,
nothing wrong with the gays.
I have nothing
I
wrong
love
with
the
gays
gays.
at all.
I love the gays.
I have nothing wrong with gays at all, but I know a
Let touch your
homeboy
button.
that used to model, and he used to say when he used to walk into rooms sometimes, like the photographers that are running the shoot sometimes would be like, "Hey, let me do this to you." You know what I'm saying? It could just be words sometimes, or "You should let me take you out," or "I give you the part if you do this," or "This is yours for sure if you let me do that." Like, it don't have to be you touching me, but you can just be saying something to make me feel uncomfortable. And I mean, if I'm a man and I'm a straight man, or just a man in general, and I'm not feeling you, then you sexually harassing me. And I'm like, "Nah, I'm cool. I'm trying to press you off." And you say like, "Nah, what I'm saying, like, I got this party you can come to tonight. Me and the dude's gonna be there. You should swing through." And it's like, "Nah, you're harassing me."
And that's, I think, right there, that's when you gotta do like, do you want this money or do you stick with your morals?
Right.
That, like, at the end of the day, I guess like a lot of people for real in Hollywood, they just sell their soul just so they can make it.
Yep.
But listen.
But-
Oh,
What?
Good,
No, what was you about to say?
I'm saying, I also want to go back to Terry Crews. Do you think?
I mean, go ahead, man.
Hold on, what exactly happened with Terry Crews?
He
The
said somebody sexually harassed
They
him.
say touch his backside.
A
Listen.
man.
They
You know,
touch his
sex-
butt. They touch his butt.
I grew up in Southern California.
Uh-huh.
Being around in the entertainment industry, I came across instances, where there were older guys, older men
Trying to get right with you.
that said something slick, and I was like, yo, am I tripping? And I'm a youngin' at this time. I'm younger than you, Jack. I'm like, am I tripping? He
Oh, no.
exchanging information because we networking at first, and you meet guys or older men that are really predators and that really are like, yo, look at this young, hot, sexy, whatever they thinking at the time. And I've came on that way and didn't notice it till later on, like, yo,
Yep.
I think something ain't right about this.
Right.
Yep.
So if I at that point in time I was able to recognize it and clear myself free of it, steer myself free of it, not even involve myself in that type of company. But if you're in the industry where this is taking place, it's common. It's not uncommon. It don't matter if you go to the photo shoot, you go to the casting call. It's always happening.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself around this, like you said, Dot. I'm not gonna go to the hotel 12, 11 o'clock at night in my good panties,
Right.
not knowing what's gonna take place. I know what I'm going for.
But Terry Crews don't got on panties though.
I'm just saying, if I continue to put myself around this atmosphere, if I continue to put myself in this situation, you know what I mean? Whether it's a casting call, whether it's a photo shoot, whether it's just trying to get on to the next level in this atmosphere where we know who's running it, am I just not as equally as fault as them? How can I come out later and say they did something that I continuously put myself around?
Well, okay, real quick, now that we said it, because Russell Simmons wrote that email to Terry Crews also saying, hey, you should just give him a pass. Like, let it go. So imagine playing devil's advocate right now, right? Let's say all those women are coming out now. Say they left wherever they were at or went home and spoke to somebody later and was like, hey, you know what? I think he said something real inappropriate that it got past me right then, but now it's coming back to me. And then people at the house is like, just give it a pass, let it go. And they kept hearing that over and over and over again, like, just give it a pass until they finally hit like a breaking point. It's haunting them. Being sexually harassed or somebody doing something to you that you're not cool with is no different from a child being molested as a child, and they have to harbor those emotions for all of their life. At some point, they probably exploded, and that may be the case as well. Like, they just like, act it, I'm telling, and we gonna all tell. Oh, he got you. Girl, let's go together and tell him. That should be what it is.
But still, I just feel like a pass one time. A pass, I feel like it's one time. He keeps saying it again, that's when you shut it down.
Yeah.
The second time. But I don't know about that, no, that building up stuff, Nate. Nah.
Yeah,
One time, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Second time, no. You confront it right then, you shut it down right then and there. You don't let it build up, let it get to that point where, oh, no, I can't do this anymore, blah, blah, blah. Or you messed up in the head where you can't trust the dude no more. You can't trust her no more. You look at everybody sideways. It should never get to that.
What if the person sexually harassing you work in a call center, the person that's sexually harassing you is the owner? But you need your job because you live out on your own now. You got kids to take care of, and every day he might say something slick to you, or it may just be like, hey, you ride with me to Starbucks on your break. Let's go grab a frap real quick. But you know what the point is. Like, do you let it pass? Do you go get another job? Do you just accept it? Like, is it not sexual harassment?
You sound like you have some experience in
Or
that.
had experience?
Have you had some experience in this?
You got up to the top.
Is that why you no longer have a job, Daddy? It's not okay.
They ain't got one no more.
Not even to make light out of the situation, not even to joke about it. But you're right, Danny. That is not okay.
Right.
But it's kind of like you said, it's a sticky situation because you need your income. You got to provide for your kids. You got to provide for your family. So in that situation, there are a lot of predators in powerful positions that take advantage of it. Is it okay? Absolutely not. What you about to say, Jack?
Because people already know like what it is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like someone in Terry Crews' position. I know I keep bringing them back up. But like, you're a big man. Like, as a big man, you know what I'm saying? Somebody as small as that hit you. That means like something like that happened to you. Like, I feel like someone who knows you, bro. Like, they know that was acceptable in a way.
Nah, or it could be something as simple as, but like, it could be like, you like, hey, what's up? And then your hand fall down too far on his back real quick. You done had a man come behind you and put his hand on your back, like, just talking to you real quick. And let's say his hand fall.
No.
And then you like, hold on, bro, this done went too far.
But he's a security guard, though. This ain't no regular person, bro. You talking about Terry Crews dancing, big chest and everything, bro. Yo, like, bro, he used to be a security guard, right? That's where he started off at.
Right.
He was in football, then he was a security guard, and then somebody touch your backside. Why does somebody so small or whatever touch your backside and now you feel harassed? Years later, but boom, you don't come back around. You'll say, "Oh, what's good?"
But I thought his situation wasn't years later. I thought it was he confronted that particular situation right there.
Yeah, was that recent?
That situation he confronted then. Like, hold on, now you're not gonna be doing whatever it is you're trying.
So what did he do? What did he do to prevent it? He waited later to tell somebody about why he ain't cranked that nigga.
He left the situation.
Either way, it's not okay.
You right.
That's what we all agree. It's not
okay.
No matter if you're male, female, you're doing it to a female, you're doing it to a male. It's never okay. Respect people's boundaries, people. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Cute or not, sexy or not, it's not okay.
It's not okay.
Respect people's boundaries.
Never.
You understand what I'm saying?
I think it's a game.
It's not a game.
I think it's a game.
Look, I think it's a game.
Everybody thinks it's a game until it's the other dude. Yeah, until it's the other dude. So that one dude that y'all want to be touching, I touch.
Nah, but for real, I like, people know I got a crush on Trey or whatever, but if he was to force himself or make it be mad aggressive, I would have a problem with it as well. So it's not okay. Like, I say it until you get up on me and you be like, cause I'm Trey, you gonna do what I say. And they be like, hold on up, no, that's not how that's going down.
Say no more. Say no more.
Hey, this is Jack. Sexual harassment is never okay from anybody. Please subscribe to Say No More Podcast on iTunes and YouTube. Thank you.
Take a picture of me. Get your iPhone out and take a picture of me. Listen, I'm one of the best. Point blank, period. Might think I'm playing, but I'm really dead serious.